Got so much. All right.
Victory Wednesday.
Woo! Eagles 6-2. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Going on, everybody, man, and welcome to the very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything, and this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only the best, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going.
This is why we started this, because of you. We started this because I'm tired of listening to your, fantasy that you living in right now. Always talking about everything no until proven otherwise. BS!
I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah. Fatal like a gun.
I was pretty close last year, we could have easily won those 3 games we lost.
I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing.
Right? Did you not think ourselves those 3 games?
Look, we lost.
Never listen to the
We
no's,
lost.
I just wanna keep
We could've won the
moving.
Super
Yeah,
Bowl,
I put
but we
it
lost.
all to start, it's my only medicine, yeah. Everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah. I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah. I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah.
What is
What
up?
up? What up?
Everybody?
Yeah, Victory Wednesday is on deck. And yes, BIRDGANG wanted to do it yesterday, but my bad. It was my fault. You know what I mean? Because I thought there were some things that was going around the world that was more important than, jumping on the show. But we here now. We here to, recap the Eagles' small win.
All right.
A win is a win versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, and to break down the upcoming matchup with the Dallas Cowboys. BIRDGANG, what's up, man?
Man, I am great. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I've had some days. That's the only thing about doing these Wednesday shows, right? Because if we would have did it on Tuesday, it'd been a little bit more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I've been a little bit more aggressive about what I was going to say tonight, but I had a couple of days to think about it. I had a couple of days to meditate on it, and now I feel like, okay, we can come out and we can have a nice little show here. And I can be, non-excited, but very logical about what happened in that football game.
I mean, look. I know what y'all talking about, man. I also watched, from kickoff to the last interception of the game. But I wasn't as frustrated as y'all, though. I was not as frustrated as y'all because, I think us fans, maybe Eagle fans, maybe other team fans, when things are going right, oh, my God, man, give him a statue, sign him to a long-term extension, and in the minute, he start messing up, get him out of here, blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. His identity is aggressive from day one. Since he's been in Philly, Nick Sirianni been an aggressive coach.
Oh, so you're going straight to Nick. That's what you want to do?
Yeah, let's go straight to Nick.
I didn't know what we're doing. Hey, salute to all you guys up here. Let's say what's up to everybody first before we get started.
All right, go ahead, man.
What up? Daniel, how you doing, my guy? Nina in the building. What's up, Nina? E. Ewan, how you doing, my guy? Little G up in the building. How's things going with you? We got Eagles Girl 117 in the building. How you doing? Let's see here. We got Trill Will in the building.
What up?
How's it going? Slim 31. Salute to you. So let's get to it then. Let's get to it because I'm glad you want to start with Nick, right? Because if we did this show yesterday, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna come off in his ass. Pause. Okay, I'm about to be all up in Nick's backside. Pause. Okay. But now thinking about it, it made me. I thought about it, and I was just diagnosing in my head. I was like, you know what he was trying to do? He was just trying to run it up on the Super Bowl champion. He doesn't want a board. He want a chip here in Philadelphia. He was trying to run the score up on his ass to let him know we don't need you anymore. And your memories are dead and gone, right? And it just didn't work out for him. But before that, because, like you said, watching the game, how can you really be mad 22-0 at halftime? How can you really be mad about that? But I was a little frustrated. I was like, come on, Nick. You think about the points left on the board. It could have killed people. It could have destroyed people, right? If you added 9 more points to the game's not even close, and they don't have enough fight power going there. You know what I'm saying? If you add those points up, But the fact that our coach got the balls to do it, and hey, there's some things that went on in that game that was not legit. The Saquon Barkley fumble,
Yeah.
legit. That push to the one that Jalen Hurts, he scored. He got close by. I don't know what the refs were smoking, but he made that push. That was a touchdown or extra point, whatever that was at that point. So those are 2 things, key things that could have changed the whole narrative of this whole thing. But at the end of the day, like you said, Nick is Nick. He's aggressive as hell. When he says, when it works, we love him for it.
Yeah.
It don't work, we crucify him for it. Exactly. He knows that. And as Eagles fan, you can't even get mad for crucifying him because he knows you're going to crucify him for it. So,
facts.
At the end of the day, it is what it is. I feel I didn't think that first. I was like, what an idiot. Why you keep putting yourself in dumb situations? Kick the damn field goal, kick the field goal, get the extra points. You know what I'm saying? But then it went to I understood he was trying to bury Dougie P in this game. He was trying to really run that score up on Dougie P because of this Dougie P, the only coach ever to win a Super Bowl in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? The only coach ever to win a Super Bowl in Philadelphia. Why not run it up on the wall?
Yeah,
that's what he was trying to do. What do you think? What's your take?
Well, I don't know what he was trying to do. Because Dan Campbell is a aggressive coach too. Dan Campbell is the reason why the Detroit Lions did not go to the Super Bowl. Literally the reason why, because of how aggressive he was, right? Not kicking field goals, trying to go for it, trying to blah, blah, blah. Nobody is talking about Dan Campbell like they're talking about Nick Sirianni. And Nick Sirianni is actually been to a Super Bowl calling being this aggressive. Being, a top 3 offense, going for it on 4th and 1. That's what made us go to a Super Bowl. Building confidence in your players, knowing, hey, we about to go for it regardless. And plus, other teams got to fear that too. The Philadelphia Eagles is not 3 and out, right? It's literally every time they have the ball, it's almost you got to prepare for 4 plays every time. You know what I mean? First down, second down, third down. Whoops. Here go 4th and 1. Damn. They're going to go for it. You know what I mean? No other team put fear like that than the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm telling you, if it's 4th and 1, you don't know what we're going to do. So, I said, when it works, we happy. When it doesn't work, blah, 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 blah. We won the game. And you said, there was a couple bad calls in that game. That Barkley fumble that was returned for a touchdown, by the way. You know what I mean? It was not a fumble. It was not a fumble, but it was called a fumble. And, it was reviewed. And some way, somehow, the blind ref said, hey, we're going to keep the call on the field, And then, yes, you did talk about the Jalen Hurts, the 2-point conversion. So right there alone, that's 9 points that we, got cheated off. So you take those 9 points away, we sitting here chilling right now.
Chilling. And I don't know what Gilly said about this, man. Salute to Gilly. Let's hear what Gilly said about this.
I turn the TV on first thing in the morning. All they talking about, Nick Sirianni. Shut the fuck up. Nick ain't going nowhere. Fuck y'all. All Nick do is win. Playoffs, Super Bowl, playoffs. The fuck y'all talking about? Nick ain't going nowhere, man. Get off Nick dick, man. I like a coach that it's 4th and 4 at the 49. Fuck them niggas. We can get it. I like that shit. And I like a coach that got a Philadelphia attitude. That's right, Nick. They talking shit. We win the game, turn around. Fuck your mother. You're right. If Nick was from Philly, he'd be from South Philly. He right where the Italians is from. He'd be Nicholas Sirianni. You hear me? His mama Barbara makes the best fucking spaghetti in all of South Philly. Fuck that. You think Buddy Ryan ain't turn around to the crowd and say, fuck you, buddy. Fuck your mother. You think Jim Johnson, he blitzed 99% of the game. You think he ain't turn around from time to time and say, fuck you? He did. We love Nick over here. Fuck what y'all talking about. If you're a real Philly fan, you remember we had black ass Ray Rhodes. That motherfucker couldn't win shit. We had fucking nasty ass, funky ass Rich Kotite. Motherfucker couldn't win nothing. We had quarterbacks like Bubby Brister and shit. Leave Nick the fuck alone. I talked to Jeffrey and his son. Nick ain't going nowhere.
Nick
Right? He ain't going nowhere.
Not going nowhere. But look, I will tell you what, he's kind of wrong. I think if Nick Sirianni have a bad playoff run, which look, I really feel like the Eagles are going to make the playoffs. If he had a first round exit, a bad one again, with bad play calling, he's definitely going to get fired. And then Kellen Moore is going to get elevated to head coach. That is just my guess. That is like, especially when the Eagles always like to look within with the Philly attitude already, right? Kellen Moore right now, I mean, he's an unsung hero so far right now. It's right. Kellen Moore, right? Right now we are the number one, big play team in the NFL. You're starting to see Kellen Moore offense show up week in and week out now. So if Nick do go anywhere, Kellen Moore is going to become the next Philadelphia head coach. We're not going to let him go because it makes no sense to once again go through this cycle, get another offensive coordinator and all that stuff. Enough is enough. So I think our head coach is in-house for the next 5 to 10 years. Watch what I'm saying.
If he can just keep himself out. Like I said, listen, man, let me rephrase all this stuff that I'll talk about, Nick, because I'm putting it in perspective for you. We were going against the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? And we were beating their ass, 22-0. You have room to toy around like that. If we're in the slugfest against, let's say the Detroit Lions or the San Francisco 49ers in the playoffs, I don't want you making dumbass decisions like that, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be that aggressive to where you're being dumb. Take the fucking points and let's go. But since we start out the gate beating them down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was out the gate. Like, you already knew the game was over in the beginning. Because that's how dominant, that's how much more of a better football team we are than the Jacksonville Jaguars. So you can take those risks and take those, whatever it is you want to call it in that type of game. But like, if it was a playoff game and you're doing stupid shit like this, I'll be pissed. I'll be straight heated, and that would cost Nick his damn job, straight up, But since it was the Jacksonville Jaguars, we knew we were going to win the football game regardless, even though they made it close at the end, whatever. We still knew we were going to win that football game. I didn't have a doubt in my mind, watching that game that at the end, even when it was like, oh, they're starting to come back. I started thinking about the points. I'm like, damn, Nick, we wouldn't even be sitting here stressing if you would have took those points. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't be sitting here stressing.
Or if the ref did not call it a fumble.
Yeah. If the ref did call it a fumble.
If the ref did not call it a fumble. If they had called the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
So we would not be stressing. It wasn't really the cause. Is how unfortunate that everything just started happening. You missing 4th and 1, boom, the fumble happened, boom, they score. You go for it again. I mean, that's what happened. But Doug Peterson was an aggressive coach too. The year we went to the Super Bowl.
Yes,
he called the Philly special and the Super Bowl. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, if this fails, wow, this will be talked about for years to come." But if this succeed, this is going to be talked about years to come. And the play call, the guts to have freaking was it Edwards? Who threw that?
It was our backup tight end. Remember, what was his name?
Burton.
Yeah.
To have him throw that pass to Nick Foles like before halftime. Come on, man. It takes guts, right? But the Philadelphia Eagles head coaches has always been aggressive. So I'm used to it. So look, every Sunday I go into the game saying, hey, we about to go for it. So look, we make it, we don't. Look, our defense is going to have to step up. So I'm over it. Like, I'm over the complaining and stressing now. Oh my God, you stupid head coach, fire. Shut up. Let's enjoy the season. Let's enjoy how this defense is starting to play, how the offense is starting to come together, and let's enjoy the ride.
Yeah, facts, man. Like, we won the game. You know? I will say the only point was the last, like, end of the game, last 2 minutes of the game. Now I'm sitting there like, this motherfucker did not drive down this field and score a goddamn touchdown on us, because the game would have been over. I was like that for a split second. And luckily for Nakobe Dean, my guy, the person that everybody wants to doubt, Nakobe Dean. Let's see if we got that for him.
Lawrence has time, looking for Johnson, and it's picked off!
Nakobe Dean!
That was an aggressive play by Lawrence. It's first down. And to do it that way, you have the clock on your side, like you only down by 6, I believe. It's 22-28. So about 6 points. You have a chance to run the clock, and he throws that. That's a bonehead mistake by Trevor Lawrence. But I'm so glad he did that. I'm so glad he did that. And that, and the interception was clutch. Just for him to, this
first
game is a whole bunch of highlights.
3 years, first interception.
Yeah, linebackers don't intercept the ball a lot. If it was a DB that was his first, then that would have been suspect. But look, a great overall clutch. Like that whole game was magnificent plays. From Smitty, right? The back home.
We're gonna definitely get into that.
Good plays.
You want to start with the coach, right? And we're gonna definitely get into Smitty and the rest of these guys, man. Because you know what background I want to keep. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to keep that Saquon background, baby. Saquon Barkley. We're gonna definitely get into this. Let's go ahead and give some grades out. That's how we'll go through this. We'll go ahead and give some grades out, and we'll play what we gotta play, but we'll go ahead and get some grades out right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start out first with Jalen Hurts, man. Another prolific game. You know what I'm saying? Still no turnovers. It was almost a turnover. Almost. But no turnovers, my guy. Jalen Hurts it was like the preseason all over again. The beginning of the preseason, what we hear about Jalen Hurts. Picks. And they're like, whoa, Jalen, what the hell? But at the end of the off season, right before preseason, it was all, hey, this guy hasn't threw a pick in so many games, and he's on that streak right now. So Jalen Hurts, to me, man, he did it all. He passed the ball great. He ran the ball great, and I'm giving him an A.
Yeah, I definitely would give Jalen Hurts an A, man. This dude was 18 for 24, right? 18 for 24. 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, through the air. How can you not give him an A? You know what I mean? Yes, it was almost a pick, whatever, but I don't know what happened. Underthrow his hand. Man, I don't even remember that play, but I definitely have to give him an A. The past 4 weeks, has been MVP level type of play. He been playing at a high level. I wouldn't pick no other quarterback the past 4 weeks than Jalen Hurts right now. I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? Because he's locked in right now. And right now he's starting to get a feel for the offense. Week 6, week 7, you know what I mean? Boom, we start to get a feel for it. So, hey, this is his offense now. And you can see the more he feel comfortable, the more leadway he had, to change the plays at the line of scrimmage, to audible, to do whatever the hell he wants. So, A for Jalen Hurts.
I do agree with you, B. I think Jalen heard me because he knows I am the biggest Hurts fan in the world. And I was hating on Hurts straight up. I'm gonna be real with you, 100.
Because y'all emotional. Because y'all emotional.
Playing Hurts football in the beginning of the year. Period. That was not Hurts football. Turning it over all them goddamn times. If you go back, honestly, if y'all go 2 years ago, because I didn't even realize I've been on this YouTube thing for so long. If you go back 2 years ago when Hurts first started, I go, the number one thing about Jalen Hurts is he don't turn over the football. It's just not. If you go to college, you go to high school, you go whatever. It's not his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like to see him consecutively turn over the football. That's not Jalen Hurts. It's not in his character. It's not what he do. That's not why he's so great. Because he doesn't turn over the football. The first year, it wasn't that great of a year. It was a good year, but it wasn't a great year. But the fact that made it good was the fact that he never turned over the football very much. You know, so last year was an anomaly.
Yeah.
That shit was like, whoa, what the hell's going on? And this year, to be started this year, that was another anomaly. Like it continued on, but he realized, you know, I don't know if he heard the news or whatever he did, but he realized that he wasn't playing Jalen Hurts football. And now he's playing Jalen Hurts football again. Yeah.
I mean, I just think he got he's getting comfortable now. Like he, you know, in the beginning, he had to learn the playbook. Just like the defense had to learn the whole new playbook. New offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. I mean, Nick Sirianni, who's calling the plays, who's doing what. It's a lot of stuff going on. Full quarterback. That's why the quarterback get paid the most money. It's a difficult job. It's a hard job. There's a lot of plays. You got to learn some audibles. Like you got to know where every offensive player is going to be at. And you're the quarterback. And then you got to read the defense to make sure to call out who's coming in the blitz, like who's dropping, like what kind of coverage play. You got all that processing in 30 seconds before.
Hey, that was a question I have for you, JC. Do you think, and that's just me as saying, do you think it was because of that? You think about Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady won what? 5 championships, 6 championships, right?
7
championships. But you gotta realize his first 3 to 4, he was not making audibles at the line of scrimmage like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it took him a while. It took the Peyton Manning, right? Everybody was giving Peyton Manning so much love because he was the offensive coordinator basically for the Colts when he won that Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Before he even asked Belichick, can I call the plays at the line? Right? Hurts did it this year. And you think it took time for him to really understand that if you want all this responsibility, I think the paycheck made him do it. The paycheck made him realize that, hey,
paycheck. Come on.
Let me finish what I'm saying. I'm not hating on him. Listen.
Paycheck
made him realize, understand, like, if I want to accept this money, I got to be greater than what I was. Because listen to, everybody realized we won all them games because Steichen called great play calls for him. When he didn't have great play calling, he was an average quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But now that he took over this office, it took him time to understand. It took him time to elevate to that next level, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That everybody didn't want to give him that time, but it still took him that time. And now it's only what? It was only like what? 4 games?
It's about learning.
That's not a lot. That's not a lot. 4 games ain't a lot. But
it's about learning the playbook and being comfortable in the playbook. Nothing else. It's not about anything else. If anybody plays football, you know for a fact, if the playbook, if you don't know, if you're not comfortable with the playbook, a lot of bad things is going to happen. If you're not on the same page as a wide receiver, should the one INT he threw in the Saints game, look, he was expecting Smitty to be there. So Smitty could have fought harder to be there. It's a whole bunch of things, but do not question. You said, hey, you've been following Jalen Hurts since high school, blah, blah, blah. And now you questioning his heart because he got paid, or you saying, he came under pressure because now he got paid. This dude always had pressure on him. This dude was a Heisman runner-up. Went to another college and balled out. Was benched, came in an SEC championship, and took come on, man, you can't question nothing about Jalen Hurts.
I can't question it. Don't tell me what I can and cannot do. The free concept, goddammit, and I can question my quarterback whenever I want to question my quarterback.
But also, look, the first 3 years of Tom Brady, Tom Brady first 3 Super Bowls. What was the average win margin?
3.
All 3 Super Bowls were field goals.
Because it was Vinatieri. Remember, Vinatieri left the page and went to the Colts.
Their defense, they had a good defense. But they had a good defense. They was holding teams 20-something points, right? So, the Philadelphia Eagles put, 30-something points in the freaking Super Bowl, and we still lost because we didn't have a defense. Like, come on, you know what I mean? So defense also has to show up in big games. And so far, our defense is starting to click right now. But this, look, and we're going to talk about the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Aldridge, you're right. That Dawson catch was awesome. I'm waiting for Dawson. Like, I loved what Dawson said in his interview. He's like, y'all forgot I'm a first rounder, right? Like, I am a baller. And I was like, it's so funny? Because right after that, I went on Twitter, right? And then I went to Dawson page. And, like, he was mic'd up right before he got traded to the Eagles. Mm-hmm. And he was that dude at the Washington, camp. In the Washington camp, he was that dude mic'd up. And he's like, like, he was doing some nice stuff. I'm like, dang, man, like, this guy is really a good football player. For real, for real.
You never watched him in college?
No, I watched him a little bit.
He was Penn State guy. So, look, I'm a Penn State guy.
I'm a USC guy.
I know how good he was.
But I'm just saying, like, this cat is really that dude. And he's, like, straight up telling you, like, y'all forgot I was a first-round draft pick and I'm from Penn State. Y'all forgot that just because I'm a third receiver on this football team doesn't mean I'm not a number one on other football teams. He was number one. And then, he was number two on Washington. You know what I'm saying? He was number two behind Scary Terry.
Yeah.
And, like, it was crazy, man. Like, and it's like his whole little mic'd up thing. I was like watching. I was like, damn, man. Like, he was making some nice catches and everything. I'm just like, it probably took him a minute. It's just like what I said for Watson for us. Even though Watson's not Dawson, straight up. I'm not going to sit here and try to argue that Watson's Dawson. But it's like Watson when he was like, I was number two, right? Mm-hmm. And then you brought in AJ and Devontae. Now I'm number three. And when I thought I was going to be the number two on this offense. It's the same thing for Dawson. Like, hey, he's like, don't be mistaken that I'm number three. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still a first-round draft pick. I'm still a baller. And he made a hell of a fucking catch. And I wish I had to highlight him that. Load into it.
People forgetting, though, like, look, his rookie year, which was 3 years ago, by the way. This dude only been in the league for 3 years, right? And 3 different quarterbacks that he had to play with. But his rookie year, he had 523 yards, 7 touchdowns. His second year, with the whole quarterback, with the whoever the Commanders had back there, 518 yards, 4 touchdowns, right? So, I mean, he could find the end zone. Like, he knows how to get to the end zone. We just need to
I know players.
And that's when that's what I thought that the Philadelphia Eagles was going to use him more like a little gadget, the end arounds, right? A little quick screen to him and make him because he's a kick returner too. He can return punts, so he's not just a wide receiver.
I wanted him to get the ball. Like, that's what Trill's tripping off of. I want him to get the ball when we first signed him. I knew he was a baller. I want him to get the ball. I'm like, especially when AJ went out. I'm like, trust me, I'm a huge FanDuel and DraftKings guy. You don't know how many lineups I was using Dawson in. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that, hey, this fool's about to ball out this game. This fool's about to ball out this game. I'll take that low salary for Dawson and I'll put it other places. And he never, ever has panned out for me this whole year. Like, I am a firm believer that Dawson should get the ball more. But I told y'all this from week, 3? Jalen only really trusts a couple of guys. Jalen trusts AJ. Jalen trusts Devontae, and Jalen trusts Calcaterra, as we see. It was the only reason why he trusts Calcaterra because he played with him before. You know what I'm saying? Like, he already knows what Calcaterra can do. Not saying that Calcaterra is some superstar tight end, but he understands because he's already threw the ball to Calcaterra before. You know what I'm saying? It's familiarity. Anybody he's familiar with, he's down to throw the ball to.
Yeah, but also, I mean, these guys be open too, man. Hey, they'd be wide open, man. Like, I just think because Jahan is not the first look, because by the time he gets to Jahan, look, the ball is already gone because the first look is AJ Brown. Boom, he's open. He Even though if Jahan was, open, it doesn't matter.
AJ is Smitty open. He's not the open.
AJ, the center of the field, Grant, and then Smitty.
Okay, JJC. Answer this then. Do you think that's a problem?
No, it's not his time.
Because, listen, don't you think if you were able to go, instead of force feeding to AJ or Devontae, if you can get an easy completion of a Dawson, don't you think you should just take that just for leverage later on? You know what I'm saying? Like, just for leverage later on. Like, everybody know you're going to AJ. Everybody know you're going to Devontae. But just for leverage, even if they are open or not even open, they're tight coverage, and they could beat that coverage, why don't you just throw it to Jahan?
If the Eagles just got two.
The more weapons you have, the more people you got to think.
Man. So, I mean, I don't even think it's
the more you got to think about the situation, the harder it is to defend. And it's early in the season. Why not do it? I would force feed Jahan right now.
Okay.
Just
you're going to force
I'm not force feeding like, okay, forget AJ, forget Devontae. Because they are definitely awesome. Period.
Yeah,
awesome.
I hear you.
But don't you think you should throw it to him more?
No. If it's not part of game, it's not part. His time will come. We got this guy for 3 more years. It doesn't matter. We got him for 3 more years. What's
AJ's contract?
What? He just got signed again this offseason.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Smitty's contract?
He just got signed this offseason.
Exactly.
Okay,
so you got 3 more years. You think we're going to just keep him alone for 3 more years? He's going to want to fucking just be playing fucking patty cake. I'm getting 2. You heard in that press conference the way he talked. Just because I'm behind these guys don't mean I'm a beast. You think he wants to sit behind these guys for another 3 years, 4 years?
Okay, well then just trade him again. So what? Like, we have too many mouths to feed to worry about Jahan Dotson. Look, I'm sorry. If it's part of game plan, it's part of game plan. If not, make him return punts then. All right? Hey, make him return punts. Make him return kicks. Do something else then.
Cooper Kupp is that guy, and only until freaking what's name gets healthy again.
Who's Cooper Kupp? From the Rams?
Did I say Cooper Kupp? My bad. It's Cooper DeJean.
I won't even let the Jean I won't even let Cooper.
What's that dude's name that was the returner before? I forgot the guy's name already.
Covey,
yeah, until Covey comes back.
Well, that's not my problem. And my problem is right now, if you want him to get the ball right now, just put him back there. Why are we using our starters to return punts anyway and kicks anyway? That's a dangerous thing to do. So why not just use your third wide receiver? That barely get touches. Hey, make him return kicks
though. And Covey's about to come back for one, and I don't agree with that. I think if you got 3 bona fide studs at receiver, use all 3 of them. Everybody else is paid. This dude's not paid.
Look,
Dawson's not paid.
This is a 5-hour conversation. We could go.
Why not use him?
Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the running backs.
You don't want to talk about. Oh, you don't want to play. Okay, Mr. Penn State. Okay, Mr. Penn State. Okay, Mr. Penn State.
We talk about Jahan Dotson and Mr. Irrelevant on the offense for 30 minutes. Like, can we talk about
irrelevant? Like
right now,
this dude could be
right now.
I agree with you. Game that boy up for real.
Yes,
think about it though. You're losing leverage on the rest of the league. If you got 3 bona fide studs at receiver, why not use all 3 of them?
Okay.
You throw the ball to Grant Calcaterra, he's a backup tight end.
He's the starting tight end. So remember, because before Goddard got hurt, man, ain't no other tight end was getting the ball. Man, shoot. Dallas Goddard was leading the league in receiving yards for tight end. So you play whoever's open, whoever's hot, whatever it is. But I'm not going to force feed anybody. You just go with the flow of your offense. If he's open, he's open. If he sees him, he sees him. So
listen, like Jalen was his first year, he didn't give a fuck because we didn't have no AJ that first year. Like, yeah, we had a rookie Devontae. We didn't have no AJ. He threw the ball whoever was open. I feel like now that scenario is not real no more. He throwing the ball.
I don't know if he really threw the ball to whoever was open because
we wanted Ward because he threw the ball to Ward no matter what. I was just watching highlights of Jalen,
but
and it was like he was throwing the ball to Ward like this dude was the number one receiver.
How many yards do you think that Jalen Hurts threw for? His 1 year start,
the ball there.
He was throwing the ball more to Devontae Smith. Because I remember, I'm thinking he get 1,000 yards this his rookie year, or 900.
Yeah, I'm saying he throw the ball, got ball to like guys like Ward. Who else was on our team? I don't even remember who's on our team that first year. To be honest with you, those guys are going. Oh, what's that dude name? That's the dude everybody wanted. Whoever. Fuck it, it's over. But like he was throwing the ball to anybody. It was like the whole point. My point making is before you have the key names, you're throwing the ball to anybody. Keep that mentality.
So, all right.
We got enough stars to keep that mentality to throw the ball to anybody.
Yeah. So Jalen Hurts, 2021 year, right? He played 15 games. He threw for 3,100 yards.
Who did he throw the ball to?
He threw for 3,100 yards. And like his main guy was Devontae Smith.
After that,
well, I mean, on Dallas Goedert.
After that,
bro, like
after that, man, a team. It's like the NBA, my guy. You gotta be able to throw to anybody, my guy. That's the only downfall on Jalen Hurts I don't like. You gotta be able to throw to anybody. If Jahan's open,
Devontae Smith had 916 yards in 2021 out of his 3,100. So, yeah, I mean, look, Goddard, Ward, whatever. Sanders, was Sanders there too? So,
yeah.
Everybody was eating a little bit, but yeah. So,
all right, let's go to running backs. Shay, tell me this play wasn't the most electric play you ever seen in your goddamn life. Woo!
Yeah, athletic, absolutely.
Have you ever seen that play in your life?
No, I never.
Never.
No.
Is that the best play of the year?
But I could tell you another play I've never saw.
Watch it again.
Yes, I know. I've seen it like a million times this week.
That is the most. Wednesday. I'm a running back, my guy, and I've never even imagined of hurdling a guy backwards. Never imagined it. Like hurdling forwards, diving over him, doing a lot of other things to him, shaking and baking him, whatever. I've never imagined doing this shit. And this is like the end part of it.
Going on, Eric.
The first thing he did was he fucking hit that fool. He was like, boom, hit you, bounce off you, reverse spin move on you, and then he did that move. So, this clip is not even giving the whole footage of it, but it gives the back of it. Boom, spin move off you. And woo, that dude wasn't even low. He jumped over that cat, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's some hops, man. A lot of box jumps right there. That's a lot of box jumps.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Hey, that's a lot of box jumps right there. But yeah, absolutely. Hey, his momentum too, man. Like he was just on it. Like his momentum carried. He said, "You know what? F it. I'm just going to jump backward." I mean, I don't know how he did it.
How do you think of that?
How he did it? Man, I don't know. But he played great. He played great. He rushed for What was his rushing? 159 yards with 27 carries, 159 yards. Yes. I mean, look, and he did everything. He did everything, and he also has some receiving yards in there too.
No, awesome catch too when he scored a touchdown.
Yeah, and
he had living room. Devontae Smith.
He had 3 receptions for 40 yards. I mean, he did it all. Almost had 200 yards, all-purpose yards by him, like combined. You know what I mean?
Now we talk about this because I already know we both give him an A. Period.
Yeah,
A plus to me. A plus. For Saquon and the rest of the backs, whatever. Is Saquon MVP of the football team?
Yeah, of course. Yes. I mean, that's no brainer. He is the MVP of the football team. Is he the MVP of the league? I mean, there was no question that this offense was going to run through Saquon.
Facts. I'm thinking about it.
You don't pay him. You don't pay running back that much money if he's not going to be your focus on offense first, and then
he's not getting paid like a Smitty. He's not getting paid like an AJ. He's not getting paid like a Jalen Hurts.
But no running backs is getting paid like that though.
Derrick Henry is.
No running back is getting paid like AJ and Smitty. Not no $20 million a year.
He get $13 million a year.
Okay, that's how a running back get paid. Just like nobody is getting paid more than a quarterback. So, I mean, yeah. So that's he's getting paid top 2 running back money. I think Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, but then he's next, and then Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is only making $8 million, bro.
No.
Yes, he is.
No.
That's why people say, why couldn't Dallas give him $8 million? He's only making $8 million.
He's not making $8 million a year doing what he do.
He's making $8 million.
I don't think so.
He's making $8 million.
He got paid more.
He signed 2-year deal, $60 million. Like he's making $8 million.
Damn.
Hey, man, somebody else. Hey, look that up because I'm telling you right now, he's making about $8 million. That's why they kept on bringing it up. Why couldn't Dallas?
I don't know about that. I don't think he's making $8 million still. Derrick Henry's always been a beast. Like I feel like he's getting paid more than Saquon.
No, he's not.
And if so, how he fucked up?
Huh?
And if so, if not, how he fucked up?
He's not.
That's way too low. You damn right, Tia. That's way too low. He's not getting paid $8 million.
He is.
I want to say that Swift got paid like $8-9 million.
No, he getting paid like $6.
We're gonna look it up then. Look.
All right, here we go. Derrick Henry signed a 2-year deal, $60 million contract with the Baltimore Ravens, including a $7 million signing bonus, a $9 million guarantee, an average annual salary of $8 million. Boom. Don't come for me, man. Yo, I'm telling you what I know. All right, he's making $8 million.
And he got 13?
$8 million.
We got Bleaston. Because Derrick Henry's a fucking monster.
So, his average is $8 million, bro. That's it. So Saquon is making what from 10 to 11? 13. God.
That's what I'm saying. I hate that you even brought that up. Because like Derrick Henry's a beast. And I wanted Derrick. I told you guys I wanted Derrick Henry. And we got Saquon.
Okay, here we go. Hey, with the Saquon, right? Saquon Barkley.
I love Saquon. I love Saquon. But damn, Derrick only making 8.
So here we go with the Saquon contract. A Saquon have a 3-year deal, $37.75 million. So that's average. Let me see. The deal include a $26 million guarantee at signing, and Barkley maximum average salary per year is $15.833.
Damn,
that will make him
back
in NFL behind Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, and Jonathan Taylor.
We got policed. Now I'm mad at Howie now.
So yeah,
I would have took a Derrick Henry for $8 million.
So, bro.
What do you think about it? Did the Eagles get fleeced? That's new.
No, hell no, they didn't.
Hell yeah. What the hell? Derrick Henry's back in the league right now, and And goddamn, we got Saquon the second best. But damn, that's a big difference.
Hold on.
8 to
Derrick
15?
Henry.
My God,
Derrick Henry
that's almost
is
half.
not. Derrick Henry is not having a better year than Saquon.
Oh yeah, I did
Derrick
see
Henry
that.
runs are like
did see
this.
that.
Woo!
I did see that. I did see that.
It's not
Derrick
catching
Henry
passes
still like
in the end zone. Hold up, BG. Let me say
200
something
yards
real quick.
rushing.
Hold on. Hey, Derrick Henry is not catching touchdowns in the end zone with, like a goddamn receiver. All Derrick Henry's do is hit him the ball and he busts him and go around the corner and take off. Like, the Ravens are actually giving him the ball and use him as a running back. We using Saquon Barkley as a weapon. That's the difference.
No. Let's go to stop there. Because I did hear today, all right? He has more carries on the Eagles, rushing carries on the Eagles than he did on the Giants. Thing is, he has less receiving on the Eagles than he does with the Giants. So we are using him as a straight running back and less as a receiver back. His numbers,
through 8 games?
Look at Saquon's numbers
whole
as a
season.
receiver with the Giants is a lot less than it is as an Eagles.
For a whole year. This is only 8 games. What are you talking about?
9 weeks. Okay, but
We played 8, dum-dum. We're 6-2.
His numbers, his carries.
So we're 6-2.
But listen, his carries are higher with the Eagles than it was with the Giants right now.
I don't understand how. Okay, what is the question here? Because you went from Derrick Henry. I'm telling you what the Ravens actually do with Derrick Henry.
They run him
compared to what the Eagles
and we're
do
running
with
Saquon
Barkley.
That's what I'm saying. We're running Saquon. They're running Derrick.
We are actually throwing it to Saquon too.
Saquon does get passing, but it's less. He's getting dramatically less receiving than he did with the Giants.
For right now, bro, like the whole year is not over yet.
But it's it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Through 9 games, that's what they were comparing it to. Through 9 games, like Saquon don't get the ball thrown to him as much, and we know that because we run him, right? And that's not a slight to our team because he's an awesome running back. I'm not hating on Saquon Barkley. I'm just saying that when he was with the Giants, he was having to do everything. On the Eagles, we have 2 of the best receivers in the football, so you don't have to catch the ball. You don't have to.
Okay, so how are you saying that Derrick Henry, like this whole conversation just started because you said that Derrick Henry is better than Saquon, which is cap.
He's only like 200 yards less.
He's okay. Wait, are you talking about yards or are you talking about impact on a team?
I don't know because they're pretty impactful in the Ravens.
Lamar Jackson is the main reason why that Derrick Henry is openly free running like this.
And we can say the same thing about Jalen Hurts.
No, we cannot because Jalen Hurts is really not
actually, Barkley said it about Jalen Hurts. That Jalen's the reason why he's so open.
Or Jalen Hurts have. I hate that.
Everybody has to.
I gotta keep.
Everybody has to account for Jalen Hurts, my guy.
All right, Jalen Hurts had 322 yards rushing in 8 games. So if you break down the math, and you can look at it however you want. Let me see, 8 times 4. So he's averaging about 40 yards a game, about 40, 50 yards a game. So that's what Jalen Hurts is averaging. Lamar Jackson, on the other hand, Lamar Jackson, real quick, Lamar Jackson have about 505 yards rushing. He's halfway to 1,000 in 9 games. So he's averaging close to what? About 60 yards again, whatever. But Hurts is 200 yards behind Lamar Jackson in 1 game difference.
But who cares about that part? The fact
that's what I'm saying. That's what's helping the whole Derrick Henry.
But the whole first 4 games, Hurts wasn't running the ball like that. He just started after the bye week.
Okay. But I'm telling you right now, Barkley is younger. We got him for at least next 5 years. King Henry, I would say max 3 years max on Derrick Henry. But Barkley, you can make a case that he could run behind the Philadelphia Eagles for 5 seasons.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm totally satisfied with Barkley.
Well, then you making me waste
just brought it out.
My live over here talking about the same thing.
Henry got paid more than Barkley. That's the problem. I thought Henry got paid more than Barkley. But he didn't. He got paid dramatically less. And now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, damn, I would have took Henry at 8 instead of Barkley at 15.
Henry probably did not want to come to Philadelphia Eagles. He wanted to go to Dallas.
He did want to go to Dallas.
Okay, so I mean, and Barkley wanted to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. And,
okay, let's go to receivers. We already graded running backs. A+ for Barkley. Receivers. What are you giving them receivers?
A.
Yep. Even though AJ went down.
A. Receiver got A.
Yeah. You know why? Because
to your living room, Devontae Smith, one hands, pulls that thing in. Right foot's down, left foot's down. What an unbelievable catch by Devontae Smith.
I think the feet were more impressive than the catch of him being able to get those toes down once he brings the ball in right here. Watch how the left foot just goes dead to.
I think the throw was as impressive as the catch.
You think, hey, people will start saying that it was an overthrow. You think it was an overthrow?
No, it was perfect to where only his receiver could get it. Like, play it again and then just pause it when he's about to catch it.
Oh, let's try to do that.
To your living room, Devontae Smith, one hands, pulls that thing in. Right foot's down, left foot's down. What an unbelievable catch by Devontae Smith.
I think the feet were more impressive than the catch of him being able to get those toes down once he brings the ball in right here. Watch how the left foot just goes dead to.
So was that an overthrow or a perfect throw?
There's no pause in that. So
like, it's a perfect throw. Like, the ball came down perfectly to where only look. If the ball was like right here, if the ball was right there, the defender, it was going to hit the defender in the head. The ball was perfectly thrown where, like, he didn't have to go too far high, or maybe it was like this. He like this, and they came right down with it. So I mean, it was a perfect throw. But the catch was impressive. To catch it with one hand, with the stickum, with the stickum and the gloves, what I mean? And then to drag your toes and not a bobble, because we know the NFL, man, ain't look any little bobble incomplete. So I think that the throw was, I think the throw a 9.5, the catch a 10. 10,
definitely. That was and to be honest, when I seen that throw, I was like, you overthrew that shit. Straight up. That was the first thing I thought about it. It was like, you overthrew that shit. And when he caught that shit, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? That was amazing. Devontae Smith is that dude, my guy. Yes. And no matter what people try to say about number 2, whatever the fuck you want to say about it, he's the number 1 receiver.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like one of the best receivers in football. I'm not even going to stun on that shit. Like, he is that dude. And that's why if AJ's down, he proves it. He's that dude. Y'all might love AJ because he's a big physical receiver. He does his little perfect slant. You give us AJ a slant, you take it to the house. But Devontae makes ridiculous. This is 2 weeks in a row. Ridiculous catches.
Yeah, I mean, look, Devontae Smith right now, he leads the Philadelphia Eagles in reception with 473. A.J. Brown got 444. Devontae Smith got 4 touchdowns. A.J. Brown got 3. But definitely, we had no number 2 wide receiver on the Philadelphia Eagles. We have 2 number 1s. Even A.J. said that last season before, in training camp is 1A, 1B, 1B. Like, it doesn't matter. They both make each other better. I mean, they both are scary good. They're both number 1 on any team you could build around Devontae Smith or A.J. Brown individually. We're just lucky enough to have both of them on the Philadelphia Eagles at the same time for at least another 4 seasons. So, I mean, we should be happy about that our offense could literally stay together. The young core could stay together for 4 more seasons and grow together. We just need to stop changing goddamn offensive coordinator so we can literally see the talent, you know what I mean, like their potential. Because every time you change offensive coordinator, it's a new playbook, and now we all gotta learn new stuff again instead of working on perfecting that previous playbook and adding wrinkles in it, and now you gotta start all over again. But this, you know, with Barkley here for the next 4 years, you know, Hurts. I mean, look, the only one we don't have is a tight end because Goddard, I think he's up either this season or next season. Who knows if he's gonna get re-signed? With always injured every year. But most of our core with the offensive line,
we think Katera is getting up to replace Goddard. The thing about Ertz was replaceable by Goddard because Goddard was a better blocker, right? But Ertz wasn't as good as a blocker as Goddard, but he was a better receiver. Now you talk about Calcaterra. Calcaterra is a better receiver than blocker. You think that the Eagles can go back to like having that just who cares about the blocking part, receiving tight end than Goddard?
No, I think that no, because shoot, just like Kittle, man, like you don't know if he's gonna go out or block, and that's the weapon to have. So I definitely think that Goddard, you need a Dallas Goddard on every football team. He's a physical yak, you know what I mean, yards after catch type of guy. And he got hands too. He could catch the ball no matter how high you throw it, how low you throw it. I mean, he could catch the ball. The only question is health. So I think that, hey, if Grant and Goddard could stay here, and if Goddard could stay healthy, I mean, we have a special young core for at least 3-4 years. But definitely, you know what I mean? I give, you know, the receiver A.
Let's go to the line because, like, to be honest with you, when I seen this, I didn't know not bad, but good our offensive line was with these backups playing. When I seen this breakdown from Baldy, woo, we got to keep running that damn football, man. My God, watch this shit.
The Eagles came in with the second leading rushing offense in the football behind the Ravens. And Saquon was the second leading rusher behind Derrick Henry. But watch this group go to work. Watch Mekhi just throw this tackle right off the line of scrimmage. Like, it's just movement. Like, the power that Mekhi has is just crazy. How he can just run people. Look at this movement. Lane Johnson, Beef Jerky down there. Like, it's just one big hole after another. Watch this green wave. This is just beautiful stuff. Like, watch this Kelly green wave, one after another. I mean, Saquon's got so many choices of where to go. Lane tell you first down. Then you get this. Running just to tee off on people. That's what Lane says it is. They're just running and just teeing off on people. Like, why wouldn't you give the ball to Saquon right there? They're just teeing off. Like, you don't have to keep it. Just give it to Saquon. And then you get this. With 18 seconds to go, or 28 seconds to go in the half, 10-0 game. They're going to run a draw on 3rd and 18. All right, Saquon. The breakaway speed into the end zone. And who's standing in the end zone? Who's standing in the end zone? The first one to cheer him on. The Eagles' all-time leading rusher right there, Shady McCoy. Like, look at that. That's a beautiful scene for anybody in Philadelphia. All right, then you get this. Watch Dickerson and Beef Jerky go at it right here. Watch the power right here. Like, they're just lifting people out. Lane on a pull. Blocking Fred Johnson. Blocking right here, Devin Lloyd. And Saquon goes for 13. I mean, it is like you watch this here, and here comes Gainwell. And then Luaquan right here, right? From Jacksonville, he comes with them. And here they come. Look at the power. Dickerson, Fred Johnson, and there goes Jalen right there. Another rushing touchdown. Cheap shot right there on Fred Johnson. Thankfully, he's okay. Touchdown for Jalen. Another one. Just here we go. We'll just go inside here. Dickerson and Jergy. Look at this movement. It's crazy. I mean, it's one after another. Just a Kelly green wave. I love those color jerseys. Here it is. Look at this. Look at these doubles. Look at the push. Like, even Devontae Smith is down here blocking. And he's even like, they're all getting in on it. Oh, man. When you run the ball like that, like, it just is fun for everybody. Last one right here. How about Lane and Mackay right here? Watch him just throwing guys out of the club. Just running and hit. Just like lifting him right out of the club. Tight end's doing a good job in there. Saquon, what a day. I mean, over 1,000 yards total offense. On his way to a 2,000-yard season. And never played behind an offensive line like this. And Mackay, oh, he feels good about getting back in there.
A plus.
Yeah.
How they were moving, man.
Yo, sign back him right now, bro.
Right now.
Yo, him next to Lane Johnson, like with Kim Jurgen, like our offensive line is one of the biggest offensive line in football. I think top 3 weight-wise. Like the smallest dude is Kim Jurgens. Weight-wise, top 3 biggest offensive line in football. I mean, yo, this offensive line is a run blocking offensive line. They can't wait to just run and just smack the little flies that call the linebackers, push them out the way like they nobody. This grown ass man. Yo, Beckham was like this. Yo, he's sitting like this. God,
like Stout said, Beckham remind him of Brooks.
Brendan, yeah.
That's what Brooks used to do to people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I believe it now, man. Like, did you not see the difference from Steen and Brooks?
Yeah.
I mean, Steen and Beckham? Like, this dude was like.
We're lucky, though, man. We have depth. This season, we have depth. Because even when Steen is in there, yo, this offensive line still blocked the same way. One common denominator, Stoutland University, right? So as long as you have Stoutland, man, yo, you could, man, they all look good. All of them look like Pro Bowlers right now. I'm telling you right now, if Saquon is on pace for a 2,000-yard season.
Yeah.
Right? He's already over 1,100 as it is already. So he will break 1,000 yards in what 9 games. Like this is gonna be the 9th game we play. He will go over 1,000 yards in 9 games. So look, the sky is the limit for this offensive line. Just please stay healthy, but we do have depth too. Because Mariota is not been playing, and the left tackle. Who's our left tackle?
Ray Johnson.
Yeah, he's balling too.
Right?
So that's what I'm saying. Yo, we have so much depth on this team. This is the first year that I'm like, man, I could breathe easy and say, wow. Whew. Yo, I didn't even know that Mariota was still out. Like on the shoe. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a good problem.
Coming back too. He's coming back.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. It's a long season.
A plus for the offensive line.
A+.
Defensive line, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you guys an A. A solid A. Because you gotta realize they didn't have no yards into the 4th quarter.
Mm-hmm.
0 yards. I think they were under 100 yards total offensive yards into the 4th quarter of that football game. If I remember right. They were like at 94 yards to the 4th quarter of that football game. And that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Davis doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? Josh Sweat, 2 sacks. He's doing his damn thing. You know, Jalen Carter putting that pressure on him. No one's doing this thing. Graham's doing this thing. Like, this defensive line is really shaping up to be. I can see why Howie didn't go out and get nobody in during the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Because these guys are balling right now. You know? Our linebackers. I'm going to go ahead and go into the linebackers. The best 2 linebackers in football right now. Highest grade linebackers the last couple of weeks. Kobe Dean.
Well, come together, playing together, I would agree. But
yeah.
Fred Warner, though, is still beast.
You know?
Yeah, Fred Warner is crazy beast.
I'm not saying Kobe Dean or Bond's the best linebacker in the game. I'm just saying they're playing the best football in the game right now.
Yeah.
That's a
what up, Will? Yeah, man. I mean, look, our young linebacker core is grown up before our eyes, right? Before the season started, yes, we know that Bond was going to be the guy, but we also thought that White was going to be the guy. And then when Dean started and the rumors just started flowing, we was like, what? Wait, what's going on with White? What is this? What is this? And boy, sometimes that's why I'm saying sometimes us fans don't see what goes on in training camp, what goes on inside that facility. Like we just go off the name, the free agent that we brought in, and we automatically expect him to be the guy. And I don't know how we did. Did he light a fire under no Kobe Dean? But it worked. So far, it was always injuries, not talent. It was injuries that was the issue with no Kobe Dean. And hopefully, and knock on wood, he's over the injury bug. And this is his prove-it year, and he's balling out so far.
Yeah, the Kobe doing the damn thing for sure. You know, like, and I was one of those guys that was on the fence, like, I'm over it. Been 3 years, he ain't did shit. And even this year, I'm like,
this is his third year, right? Yeah, this is his third year.
Balling, but he has to still stay healthy for me.
Yeah.
Only halfway through the season. Still another second half of the season. Stay healthy and keep doing what you're doing. I give you the love you deserve for sure.
Yeah.
But Bond, man, no one even expected this cat. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody thought it was a joke when Vangio was talking about, oh, Bond. Everybody like, this guy's a clown. You know, we got Nakobe Dean. We got, you know, who was that?
White Trotter Jr.
Then Trotter Jr. Like, okay, you're just trying to be funny. But this dude's balling out, dude.
Yep, he is.
Yep,
he's definitely on the verge of making the Pro Bowl this year. I'll tell you that much.
Do you think they both made the Pro Bowl this year?
Huh?
Do you think they both made the Pro Bowl this year?
I do think that Bond would definitely make the Pro Bowl, and Kobe might be an alternate, but because Fred Warner is always out there. I mean, there's a lot of other good linebackers that, you know, that's also playing lights out that we don't see because they're not on our team. But definitely, I think that Bond is at least top 3 linebacker right now that you have to, you know, get him in the Pro Bowl. You know, but it's still a long season. It's only 8 games.
You playing, they both gonna make it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if they both continue playing like this,
they both gonna make it.
Well, yeah. So I need a couple more sacks though, like you know, a few more sacks, a few more, you know, a couple more interceptions, and they will make it.
He wasn't a big name, BG. Whatever, Trill.
You like big name and big schools.
You didn't even know that Bond was gonna be good, my guy.
I thought that Bond was gonna be good.
Nah, no one knew.
Because I did tell you that Vic Fangio.
No, you say he was like a big bad wing, go off the end, edge rush type guy. He's not that guy. He's not an edge rusher type linebacker. He's a middle linebacker.
He's a middle linebacker. He's a speedy. He got speed too, right? So if you want to rush him off the edge, like we did versus the Saints, like this, we caught the Saints off guard by putting Bond like at the edge. You know what I mean? Like to seal, you know, on the outside, so Kamara would not bounce. So you definitely could play him at edge too. Drop him into coverage. He's a perfect guy for Vic Fangio's scheme. I told you he remind me of Van Winkle dude that, you know, with the Dolphins. That's Vic Fangio, right? He likes to pick these no names and turn them into a project, a special project. So
did a good job with those guys. So I'm giving the linebackers an A+ this game. Both of them, the first time I think in a long time, 2 Eagle linebackers with interceptions in the same game. Man, they did their thing this game, and I'm giving them A's. They're getting A's from me. And now we're to the secondary. You know, and in the secondary, I have to admit, dude, you know, Q and Coop been locking receivers up, man. And like, I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I'm a fair guy. I know when I'm wrong.
No, you're not.
Right? But I gotta say I was wrong about Mitchell, my guy. Like this guy, you know what I'm saying? Like this guy, Quignon, has still not let 1 touchdown on his head. Not 1. He barely averages over 40 yards a receiver. And he's went against some top flight receivers, my guy.
Yeah.
You know? If this dude keep the street up, you gotta give him All Pro. And then, right?
No interceptions though, man. It's just like crazy to me.
I
Like
feel like he can still win a All Pro without interceptions if he keep doing what he's doing.
I don't know, man. I think
I'm like, you don't give not one receiver 100 yards on you, right? And you don't get no touchdown scored on you. So you're averaging 40. If you average 40 yards a receiver and no touchdowns, I don't even care about the interceptions, man.
But
the whole year,
all pro, man.
18 games, my guy, 17 games, my guy, and no one went over 50 yards on you, and you didn't give him a touchdown. Quarterback's not even throwing your way no more. You gotta give him. Oh, bro.
I just think that you need some picks, man. Like I haven't seen that one All Pro like the past 3, 4, 5 years that made an All Pro without an interception. So he gonna need a few of them. Like he definitely gonna need a few of them. Minimum 3 interceptions. And he continued playing the way he's played with 3 interceptions. He definitely gonna be All Pro because All Pro is hard to pick, man. Because you literally, man, going against the rest of your conference.
But no touchdowns. You never got scored on the whole year,
bro. I mean, you could yell and scream and kick. No interceptions, no All Pro. Okay,
but no touchdowns.
No interceptions, no All Pro.
Touchdowns. Like even some of the best got touchdowns scored on their head.
I hear you, but they also got some interceptions too.
But they didn't have. Oh, I don't know, man. And he said he wanted Arnold. Y'all keep confusing me, right? I didn't want Arnold. Okay, that was.
You wanted Kool-Aid.
I want Kool-Aid, and guess what?
Man.
We traded Lattimore because they got Kool-Aid. Okay.
Hey, Kool-Aid couldn't get on the field.
They traded Lattimore because they got Kool-Aid.
No, they traded Lattimore because they're $168 million.
Lattimore.
Hey, over the cap. Yo, they're $168 billion over the cap.
And you damn right. I want a Latu. And Latu one of the best DNs.
I don't even know what Latu is doing right now. I don't even hear his name.
In the coast, okay? He's doing big things.
All right, yeah.
He said he won't.
I'm telling you,
let him get some picks.
Yeah, he gotta get some picks, man.
I know, but I feel like
he'll make the Pro Bowl for sure, but All Pro, nah.
You don't think so, though?
I'm telling you, he's not.
He got like pass deflections.
Hey, he can have pass deflections. Hey, tip 10 interceptions.
If he continues this throughout the whole rest of the season, he got to get at least 1 interception.
Okay, well, you could.
So if he does what he does, less than 50 yards a receiver, no touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, is he All Pro?
He need, I said about 3.
3?
Yeah, I think he need about 3.
Pro Bowl for sure without the interceptions.
I think Pro Bowl for sure without the interceptions.
What about Cooper DeJean? He done came in and changed up this whole damn thing.
Well, they're gonna. But Cooper is tough because, like, I don't know how many, like, the percentage of the games you got to play because he didn't play the first 4 games. Cooper,
4. But since he played, our pass defense went from bottom of the league. Top 10.
So I'm not sure about Cooper, but Mitchell for sure.
Huge plays on 4th down.
And also, they're going to look at the Philadelphia Eagles and say, hey, you cannot have 2 linebackers Pro Bowl, 3 corners Pro Bowl.
Why not? The defense had like 12 Pro Bowlers.
Who?
The year we went to the Super Bowl the first time, we had like 12 Pro Bowls that year. Like everybody on our team.
We had some Pro Bowls and some alternates.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Alternate Coop.
Yeah, man.
That's what I was looking at. If Q gets Pro Bowl or All Pro, DeJean wins Defensive Rookie of the Year.
No, that's not how it works. You cannot give Defensive Rookie of the Year to DeJean and then your All Pro don't get, like, that makes 0 sense.
Why? Remember that year 2 years ago when Bradbury got All Pro and Slay got
No, you said defense rookie of the year.
Slay got Pro Bowl, but Slay was better than Bradbury that year.
No, he wasn't. But no, he was not.
Yes, he was.
You can lie to yourself if you want. The year we went to a Super Bowl, Bradbury was better than Slay. That's a fact. Yes. So, but Cooper cannot get the defensive rookie of the year and then not get all pro, and then your all pro Q get all pro and not get defensive rookie of the year. That makes zero sense. So whoever get the all pro, they're both rookies. Whoever get the all pro need to be your defense rookie of the year.
We thought it didn't make sense when the Trey Bradbury thing went down. Because how was Trey? If Bradbury didn't make Pro Bowl, but he made All Pro.
Bradbury made no,
but didn't make All Pro. That's how that went.
Bradbury made the Pro Bowl.
No, Bradbury didn't make the Pro Bowl. Slay made Pro Bowl. Bradbury made All Pro, but Slay did. But he didn't make Pro Bowl. But Slay made.
What that got to do with defense rookie of the year? Your best player is Q, hands down, on that defense. He's a rookie. He's a corner. So if he get the All Pro, he's gonna get your defense rookie of the year. And he played every game, every snap. So that makes no sense.
That is true, though.
All right, so come on, let's go.
So what you give him a grade?
I mean, A plus, man. Hey, they all get A's, man.
Okay, the special teams get a C.
I don't remember special team playing, but I mean they dressed for the game. Hey, they dressed for the game. I give them a B.
He missed that kick. Okay.
I mean that's a 57-yarder code. Like he didn't kick all game.
All of them.
Yeah, he didn't kick all game, and then you want this dude to kick almost a 60-yarder. Come on now.
He kicked in the beginning of the game. He get to 43.
Okay, it was the end of the game.
So you giving him a B?
Yep.
I'm giving him a C.
You're giving him a B.
He missed that kick. Coaches, we already went through it. They did great. So let's get to the Dallas before we get out of here. What are you worried about with the Dallas Cowboys this year? Because as far as I see, you don't got no Dak. You might not have CeeDee Lamb. What are you expecting from this game?
Now, my biggest worry about this upcoming Sunday is the Philadelphia Eagles taking the Dallas Cowboys for granted, or like an easy win. All right, when you underestimate a team, that's when you lose games. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys would not be without Dak. CD is a if. They still got a very good tight end. I mean, the running game is a hit or miss. But Cooper Rush, like he went 5-1 the last time he started 6 games. He lost against the Philadelphia Eagles, so he's a veteran. I'm pretty sure this game plan is going to be so simple for him that he's going to be able to move the ball slowly down the field. They're not going to ask him to be like Dak, right? To hold the ball for 10, 15 seconds. He's just going to be like 1, 2, 3. Quick throws, quick routes. How aggressive are we going to be? Are we going to sit back and play 10 yards back and man with 2 safety high, or are we going to play press? So all that is going to go into play because Dak is not there. If Dak was there, I would be like, okay, I like this matchup better with Dak because we know exactly what Dak is going to be. He's going to hold on to the ball. He's going to try to do this. But Cooper Rush, he gets the ball out fast. If you do not play press, you're going to let him march down the field and make him look like a goddamn all-pro. You know what I mean? But you got to be aggressive. You got to play tight on these wide receivers, whoever they are. You know what I mean? So I don't even know half their wide receivers, but whoever they are, like Tolbert, CeeDee Lamb, I think CeeDee might play. And I think that that one wide receiver that they just –
Turpin.
Yeah, Turpin. Yeah, with the gadget plays. I'm telling you, this game is going to be a lot trickier than we think. We just got to jump on top. And now, if we jump on top of them and have Cooper Rush trying to be one dimension and throw, it's game over. But if they get the ball and start doing trick play with the return game too, with Turpin, like he's a scary dude with the punt returns. So, Like this game is not going to be as easy as we think because of no Dak and a banged up, a Dallas Cowboy. It is a divisional game. Divisional games are the hardest game to win in the NFL. You play each other regardless the record. You play each other twice a year, and it's we'll see what happens. But that's my biggest worries about this game is how the defense is going to come out.
And I feel what you
run. Yes, I agree. They cannot run the ball.
They can't run the football, so that's the only problem. Like I think the year that Cooper Rush, did he beat us that year?
He did not. That's the year we went to the Super Bowl with Chauncey Gardner.
Yeah, but he played good against us, right?
Well, he threw 2 picks. He threw 2 picks. A Sunday Night Football in Philly.
I remember they were like, because that was the game we didn't have Jalen. Or was that the game Jalen won and did a second game with Cooper Rush? They beat Gardner Minshew.
Nah, the game. No, that was Dak versus Minshew.
Dak versus Minshew, Jalen versus Rush.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, but the difference was they had a running game then, and like they don't have a running game now. I do feel like that we're about to smack the shit out of these guys. Let's slap the fuck out of them. They're not going to be close. I think we learned a lesson last week that even if you're up 22-0, you keep fucking your foot on the gas pedal and you fucking choke these guys out so they have no breathing left in their fucking soul. Because I do think the Cowgirls need to get swept this year. And I do think we sweep these guys. And then we beat the shit out of them. Like, if you don't have Lamb, you don't have Dak, you don't have no running game, you don't have Micah could possibly play, could not possibly play. Lawrence could possibly play, could not possibly play. This is a wrap, dude. Like, this
Micah might play though. Micah Parsons might play.
Maybe he plays. Lane Johnson is Michael Parsons' daddy. Micah ain't never did nothing against Lane. Period. Let's end that conversation. We should destroy these cats. I think Dallas is tanking for Sanders. For real.
Hey, this should be like the Bengals game, right? You know what I mean? They get a feel.
Like the Jazz game without the bullshit.
I mean, yeah, it should be. It definitely should be. I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles are the only team in the NFL that is top 6 in offense and the third ranked. Hold up. All right, the Eagles are the third ranked defense and the 6th ranked offense. Like only team in the NFL right now, currently, top 6, both offense and defense. Yeah. That means that we should win this game. We should dominate them. But what Philadelphia Eagle team is going to show?
I'll be mad at this game.
Bengals or what?
I'll be mad at this game's close without Dak. Like if Dak was playing, I still expect us to win, but I can understand if it was closer. With Dak not playing, especially if CD don't play too, this game should not be close at all.
I mean,
I
think CD might play.
Yeah, that's you play though. Well, that's your star quarterback without no running game.
No, look, it's all there for Philadelphia Eagle to put up 40 points. It's there. Yeah. The writing is on the wall. 40-point burger for the first time this year. The writing is on the wall.
Like that 52-17.
52-17. I don't even think our guys is going to be in that long to put up 52 points. You know what I mean? Because we're not the type of team that if we're up 35-6, beginning of fourth quarter, we keep our guys out there. I mean, that's not us. We wasn't like that 2 years ago when we went to the Super Bowl, and we definitely wasn't like that against the Giants when we were up 28-3. I mean, we just don't believe in sitting there and running the score up and getting injured. Hey, you did your job. Get out, rest up, and let's get ready for the next week. We're
42-7.
No, you gonna say 42-7?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I think the Philadelphia Eagles will be. It's going to be 35-17.
You don't think we reach our season high against the Cowgirls?
Our season high is what?
37.
37. I mean, maybe we get a defensive score, right? A pick 6 from either Mitchell or Slay, or somebody. But I don't think we run up the score on them. I think it's about 35-17. That's a good double-digit win, and move on to Thursday Night Football versus the Commanders.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a short week too now. Like it's a short
true.
week.
That is true. That doesn't show everything. This game, they just go do enough to win.
Yeah.
How much in score position?
So it's a short week. So yeah. So I do believe like if the Philadelphia are up by 14, in the fourth quarter, that we're gonna pull our guys a little
31-10 Eagles.
What, you change your score prediction?
Yeah. I just thought about that short week. I'm not gonna put all the hats in the back. So I would say 31-10 Eagles.
I think it's going to be 35-17. The reason why I say a 17 because their kicker could kick 60-yarders. So all they got to just get past the 50 to the 40-yard line. Like they're kicking a field goal at 57 yards every time. Like, so you know what I mean? So that's 3, 6, 9, and boom, they might get a touchdown, right? So I see about 3 field goals and a touchdown. That's going to add up to the 17 points. But I see us getting 35 points. I don't think they could stop Saquon Barkley. Like, we're going to run at least 200 yards on them. Like, last week we put up 250-something yards.
Yeah.
The week before, we ran, against the Giants. So we're the number 2 rushing team in the NFL, might be number 1. So we're definitely going to run some more. And, we just got to get out of there healthy with AJ on short week. You know what I mean? So
I like that 27-16 too.
27-16. I could not see that. I need us to put 30.
I want to see more of an ass whooping in Dallas.
Yeah, 35-17.
Drive all the way to Atlanta to this. Shout out to freaking what's the name of that place? Simone and them be going to. I've been watching them the last couple of weeks. And it's like the Pizza Court Company. What the hell is the name of that shit? But it is an awesome place full of Eagle fans. And I'm going to there. I'm going to drive 2 hours to make sure I go there this week. Yeah, that place is packed with Eagles fans. And I love the whole environment. It's only 2 hours away from me. I'm going to go there this week and watch the Dallas game. So I might have to talk to Cole Cowboy and see maybe he want to meet me there since he's a Cowgirl fan. But I do think
I'm not gonna meet you there, man. Yo, that dude is depressed. All them Cowboy fans are depressed.
You know, I was hitting up Cowboy fan content creators like, hey, let's do this something this week. And none of them really want to respond back to me. They're just like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. Really? Because your team sucks ass? Like, you need your team sucked ass. Like, why you gotta be haters? This is
perfect karma for them last year, man. Yo, they were so exhausting last year, man. Oh my God, they were so exhausting, borderline. Like, they didn't even earn the division. We the one that choked the division away, and like they're flexing. Man, they flexing.
They earned that shit.
Something. Man, y'all didn't do nothing last year, and y'all not gonna do nothing this year. But that's what they get, man. Karma, and I don't feel sorry for them at all. I wish all the Cowboy fans bad luck with your team for the rest of y'all life that y'all Cowboy fans. I could care less about y'all, how y'all crying every day on Twitter. I don't care. I be seeing them cry. Big content creators over there crying on Twitter. Ain't no flip-flopping. Oh, yeah, we underdogs. Oh, don't believe in us. Man, whatever. Just shut up and take it.
Okay, so if you're in the Atlanta area, meet me at Rocky Mount Pizza Company. That place is the #1 Eagles spot in the South right now, of what I see off social media. Like, I'm gonna be there this weekend, so meet me there. We're gonna do some podcasting there. We have some fun while we're down there. So if you're in the area, go to Rocky Mount Pizza Corporation or whatever the hell company. It's in Atlanta. Holla at me there, because I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take the 2-hour drive to go check it out for sure.
All right.
Hey, okay, so give me some hot takes before we get out of here. We're hour 30, man. Shout out to all you guys. We got all y'all in here, man. Shout out to Twitter right now with 37 up on the screen, my God. Like, y'all hit that like on Twitter and make sure y'all all come over to the YouTube side. That's where we make our money at right now. It's the YouTube side. So make sure you come over to the YouTube side. Say what's up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, because that's definitely where we do our big damage chat. But we respect you wherever you're coming from. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you're at. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we do prefer the YouTube side because that's where we do get paid off of. So much love to all you guys for checking us out. But we're going to go through some hot takes. We already did our score prediction. You already heard us live with our score prediction. We could do some hot takes and get out of here.
Hey, Saquon, man, continue, to dominate on the ground. Man, I see about 25 carries, $150, for Saquon.
It's basically like the same game he had last. Okay, wait. Before we actually do this, I want to ask you this. I heard someone say that we're using Saquon too much. What's your take on that?
I mean, when I was trying to say that in the beginning, when we was trying to use him, y'all was like, "Hey, use him up." So now you care about my take about that.
I care about you. I don't think we use. I say use him up. Keep using him. I don't give a fuck.
I just think that we need to. He shouldn't get no more than 25 touches.
Facts.
A game.
That's good.
Like, I mean, he could get 5 through the air somewhere and then 20 rushes. Because we still got Gainwell. We got Shipley. You know what I mean? So we could, just spare him a little bit. It's a long. We only 8 games in. Like, this is 17 game season. We got 9 more
games coming up.
Huh?
There's a week 10 coming up.
I don't care about the week. It's still 17 games. So we only play 8 games. This is a 17 game season. So I definitely think that he should not touch the ball no more than 25 times if we have a command lead, because every time he touches the ball, especially if we're down, especially if we tie, he's a home run threat. So you basically just gotta just go off the game flow, how the game is going. But 9 times out of 10, man, no more than 25, combined, total touches, man. He should not be at no 30, 40. But yeah, we got Gainwell back there, Shipley back there. I do want to see Shipley too, get some touches.
And why the fuck you Shipley?
Hey, so yeah, but I don't right now. I mean, I think he's being used the right way, especially when he sat down in 2 fourth quarters already. So he's doing all his damage his damage the first 3 quarters. So, which is good for us. So, but my hot take, Saquon about 25 touches, about 150 yards on the ground. Jalen Hurts, he throws 3 interceptions. No, 3 touchdowns. No, 3. He throws 3 touchdowns, and Saquon will rush for 2. So that's where I'm getting my 35 points from.
I like that.
And defense, sack, Cooper, rush, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 6 times Cooper rush, getting 6 sacks. 6 sacks, because that offensive line, they're not good. They can't run the ball. So do not go for no play action, no play fake, none of that. You see the ball snap, go for the quarterback, because 9 times out of 10, the ball is going to be in his hands, and they can't run the ball. So that is a recipe for Sackville, USA.
Sackville. I like that. Hot takes from me. Jalen Hurts has always slapped the shit out of the Cowgirls. I think this is going to be one of them games where he really slaps the shit out of them. Like, I'm done with the Cowgirls. I'm so happy that all this is happening, that they are tanking for Sanders. If you don't believe it, you see it now. Hamstring, that could come back from a hamstring.
They're not going to pick up that high, though.
Huh?
They're not going to pick up.
If they lose out, they can pick up that high.
Draft pick?
They only won 2 games, JC.
Who?
The Cowgirl. 3 games, whatever.
But they won 3, but there's some winnable games ahead, like the Giants.
Yeah.
Like the Giants are 4.
You got to realize, without Dak, most likely that's 4 more losses in a row.
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Because without Dak, the playbook becomes simpler. Without Dak, you shrink your playbook. You keep it simple. That's why Cooper Rush went 5-1, because they kept the playbook small, simple, just to try to get rid of the ball.
That's why I keep it as true. I'm telling you, they're tanking for Sanders.
Okay.
That's what they're doing. That's why they put Dak on IR.
Look. See, exactly. You know, whatever you say is like foolish. If Sanders is a quarterback,
You know why? Because at the beginning of the year, they can trade, because Dak will be tradable to another.
no, you cannot trade Dak.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
He got a no trade clause.
He had a no trade clause, so he had his new contract. No one said nothing about the new contract, saying nothing about a no trade clause.
You know how much money Jerry Jones would have to eat? Man, Jerry Jones is not going to eat no $80 million.
All the shitty football teams out there,
No.
there will be teams willing to take on that contract and take that dead money. Think about Cleveland for one. They got a shitty ass Watson that definitely get rid of
You
this.
talking bullshit right now.
Whatever.
They're not going
Thank you for
Sanders.
Thank you for Sanders. Dion's gonna make it happen.
But they're not going to be able to build around him anyway because all the money is with Dak that's gone.
Already got re-up.
CeeDee Lamb,
It's already
Michael
re-up.
Parsons. So how you going to upgrade your roster?
I think Michael Parsons is gonna be an Eagle.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I think he's gonna be Eagle. He loves us too much. I think he's coming to Philly next year. But listen, like I said, forget all that. We're gonna talk about this season. We're about to blow the brakes off Dallas. We're gonna sweep them this division. And I do feel like my hot take is gonna be defense won't get no 6, no something sacks like that. I'm saying they get 4 to 5 sacks. They're getting 3 turnovers. We're on our turnover streak right now. We can get 3 turnovers against Cowgirls and destroy them. You know, Saquon Barkley will rush over 100. I don't know how many more on the 100, but he's definitely rushing over 100. If AJ Brown's back, they say he's going to come back this game. The receiving core as a whole, the receiving core as a whole will have over 250 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's between AJ and Devontae, both. And I really want to say Saquon's going to get over 200 yards total. So regardless of how many rushing or receiving yards he's going to get, he'll get over 200 yards because I think Saquon Barkley is going to be the MVP of this league this year. And I want to see him be the MVP of this league. I think he's going to continue to dominate for this football team. And he is making everybody else got paid big money. Devontae get paid more than Saquon. AJ get paid more than Saquon. Jalen get paid more than Saquon. I think Saquon is going to be the MVP this year.
Okay. All right. That's final word.
The BG smoking that good. Whatever. Y'all don't understand. Like, this whole tanking for Sanders started before the season started. Like, I know they paid him, but think about it. Before we trade Donovan McNabb, before we traded Carson Wentz, before we traded any of our big name quarterbacks, guess what? We paid them before we traded them. Carson got paid before he got traded. Donovan McNabb got paid before we traded him. It's part of the program. And Dak's now getting paid before we trade him. They trade him. And it's going to be for a rookie quarterback. So it is what it is. Y'all can not believe me. That's why this show is called The Truth. I'm BG. I tell you the truth. You can believe it or not. Thank my guy.
All right. Good job.
But hey, great show again. We are 140 up in here, man. JC, my guy. Like, I think before we end it, we got to end it off with showing that one play one more time. We show both of these plays real fast for one more time.
Go ahead.
To your living room, Devontae Smith, one hands, pulls that thing in, right foot's down, left foot's down. What an unbelievable catch by Devontae Smith.
I think the feet were more impressive than the catch of him being able to get those toes down once he brings the ball in right here. Watch how the left foot just goes dead to
Oops. Whoop.
That is, I swear to God, dude. And I'm a running back. Like, I couldn't even.
That's the play of the year.
I've had some big games. I ain't going to stun on you. I've had some big games as a running back. I've never in my life ever thought about hurling no person backwards.
Yeah, I mean,
and then the sequence of it, it's like if he just hurdles them backwards, that's one thing. But the fact that you power move the guy, you know what I'm saying? You shook him, boom, get off me. Then you shook that into a spin move, right? And then you hurdle backwards. That's too much. Like he said, I was just playing football. I'm like, God, does my body take over? Like, what? Like, do you think that is the ESPY's play of the year right now?
Yeah, it is. It is. And I don't even think he kind of hurdled him. Like, I just think he just jumped the dude underneath.
It would have been different too if he went low.
Let me see it again.
If the dude went low, I feel like it would be different. This dude was like still standing straight up, my guy. He jumped like 6 foot in the air. Boom.
He was like, oh, shoot.
Oh, that shit's nasty. It has to be the best play ever. I heard a lot of pro players say that's the best play they ever see in football.
Yep.
I love Barry Sanders, and Barry Sanders made a lot of awesome plays, but I've never seen Barry Sanders do that shit ever. That's just amazing.
Yeah, that is a look. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's one of the best.
You play defense, right?
I play running back in a corner.
Have you ever seen anything close to that?
No, I've seen a whole bunch of spin moves, stick arms, like the Marshawn Lynch.
Even that spin moves,
I saw Marshawn Lynch like throw people off, like left and right, running.
Like, think about it though, JC. The fact that he even like hit that dude off, because that first initial tackle was just not on there. That first thing was tight, and the fact that he was able to, he stutter stepped to make the guy think he was going that way, and then spin move. Like, if you just cut the play right there, that is already a sick ass fucking run. You know what I'm saying? Like, that spin move was tight as fuck, and then you throw in the whole jumping over backwards shit. Like, that was overkill. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, I know. Yes, sir.
That's why he's on our team. We got the best back in the league. We got the best team in the league, and we're gonna win the fucking chip. You heard me say that shit. Super Bowl for the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. 4-0, my guy. JC BIRDGANG. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we out.
Go Birds.
Peace.
Going on, everybody, man, and welcome to the very first episode of The Truth.